Call Halal, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. I want to say Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel, who we endure all things for. Shalom to all the Akim, Wa Akwathim, who believe in Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Until the bitter end, I say it again, Shalom. So we all heard about the blackouts that happened in Spain and Portugal. And that's nothing compared to what the Lord is going to bring upon this earth to every wicked person who rightfully deserves a righteous recompense, a righteous indignation by our Heavenly Father via His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Those blackouts are nothing compared to what the Lord is going to bring to the earth. People are freaking out over there. You already know Edomites are losing their heads because they lost some electricity, internet, cable, all these various social media platforms. Well, they probably still have it, but they probably just don't have enough battery on their phones to communicate with their loved ones, especially the Edomites, like I said before. But generally speaking, those people that are in those lands right now, in those nations, they're losing their heads. And the Lord is only going to show much more than that we've currently seen in today's predicament with Spain and Portugal losing their electricity and light. Because you Babylonians and all you wicked people must have forgot that the Lord is the one responsible for all these things that happen on this earth. Of course, He uses people, He uses various individuals, populations to carry out His tasks. But at the end of the day, it's the Lord who's in control of everything that happens on this earth. Not yourself, not mankind. It's Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Let me get this, because I'm talking about it. This shouldn't be too long. It was just in my spirit since I heard about it, and I wanted to talk about it. This is Amos 5:18. Woe unto you that desire the day of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Woe unto you, because you don't know what's your end going to be. The Lord is going to come back with a vengeance. He's going to come back like a roaring lion. He's really going to come back causing a havoc on this earth, causing a lot of violence. A lot of people are really going to get eradicated by Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Salakia. Just had a hiccup. To what end is it for you? To what end is it for me? For all the wicked? For the righteous? What's gonna happen to y'all as a result of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach making his way towards the earth in his chariots and the thousands of chariots that are gonna show up in due season, in due time? Because the Lord, he's constantly visiting the earth. He created it. So guess what? It only makes perfect sense that he's gonna show himself to the world, because people think it's all a joke nowadays. They think, oh, you still believe in that Bible stuff? You still believe in that fairy tale? The sky daddy, what they will say? Just mocking Yahweh. Little did y'all know the Lord is going to come back harshly, and he's going to judge y'all for all your iniquities and all your evil. The day of Yahweh, the Bahashim Yahweh Shai, is darkness and not light. It's going to be completely dark. Darker than what we just saw in Spain and in Portugal. Nowadays, everybody's dependent on social media, electricity. Oh, Salaki. Allergy season. People are dependent on social media, electricity, to get their news, to get understanding as to what's going on. And those people in those beast nations, in the Western European power structures, they're not ready for what's to come. Not just there, but in Babylon the Great. And we've seen the pattern that's happened throughout the four corners of the earth. Like in 2020, prior to Babylon the Great catching COVID-19, the pandemic, which we know was a facade. It was all predestined. It was all pre-planned before it was actually given to the public. It was created in a lab. It was not because a Moabite ate a bat, which we know that they're disgusting. They're heathens, but that's not the case at all. That's all a facade. It's all fake. It's a lie. To the point when things happened in 2020, prior to Babylon the Great catching COVID-19, they happened in different countries. They happened in Italy. They happened in India, if I'm not mistaken. Some other Western European power structures. And then eventually they made it to Babylon. And shalom to Ariel Yasharala. Yahweh Bashim Shai Brakatah, brother. And we're seeing all these various events happening throughout all these different countries on this earth. And now it's looking more and more like this country, which is Babylon, is going to catch something very seriously. Just recently, we heard about what happened in Vancouver. A whole car just pummeled, completely decimated a few people. And we're going to see more of that. More domestic terrorism. More international terrorism outside of Babylon. And it's going to get worse when it comes to the violence that's going to happen on this earth, because it's the Lord's righteous indignation. Verse 19, as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house, and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. So it's impossible to escape the judgments of the Lord. If you think you're safe in one house, and then you go into another house to escape the previous house that you went to, when there's absolutely there's nothing there for you, and then there's a bunch of marauders ready to kill your ass. Hey, that's how the Lord works. That's how the Lord works. He's gonna make all your terrible nightmares come true. For all you wicked ass people that don't want to acknowledge Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, y'all gonna have to pay, and you're gonna pay terribly. Again, as if a man did flee from a lion. Shalom to brother Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Brakatah, brother. As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house, and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Salakia. Shall not the day of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai be darkness and not light? Even very dark, and no brightness in it, is going to be dark. Darker than those things that are happening right now in Portugal and Spain. Again, these people are freaking out. Already, the average Babylonian is scared of their own life. They're scared of everything. They're not fit for battle. They're not fit for what's to come. And you got to laugh because it's true. And the Lord has it all prepared so perfectly that things are going to work out in his favor. His counsel is going to stand. As much as people want to act like the Lord is not going to do anything because of their unbelief, like Romans 3:3, and I'll just get it. Why not? Just because you don't believe does not mean that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is not going to carry out what he said he was going to do from the very beginning. Romans 3:3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh without effect? Not at all. Everything's going to come to pass just like he said out of his mouth. Isaiah 55:11. Yahweh forbid, yea, let Yahweh be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. So everybody's gonna have a piece of cake. They're gonna have to get what's coming to them, whether it's in wickedness or whether it's in righteousness. Everybody has something to answer for. Everybody has to answer for something. The elect of the nation of Israel, they're going to answer for sowing to the spirit. And the wicked, they're going to answer for sowing to wickedness. It's all perfectly coordinated. That's how the Lord is. Perfect in all his ways. Let me get this. Shouldn't be too long. Yahweh, Proverbs 16:4, hath made all things for himself. Yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. So the day of evil is vastly approaching. It's so clear that we are at the very end of the end. We're in our last captivity. That's what Israel doesn't understand. We are at the very end of our captivity. but they want to stay in Babylon. They want to trust in the same society that has consistently oppressed them. And it's not like us. It's not something that's like, damn, like, oh, y'all really like that? Why can't y'all just come back to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son? We understand that our people are backwards, like it says right here, Isaiah 1:3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider. Our people don't even consider what we're doing out in the highways and hedges. They think we're joking when we're out there with the Bibles, with the Holy Scriptures, the same book that is specifically for the nation of Israel. It's not for nobody else. It's only for you, Yasharallah, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But guess what? Y'all don't want to hearken. Y'all don't want to listen. Y'all want to be disobedient. Y'all want to be gainsayers. You want to just learn about every other thing on this earth, every other philosophy, other gods, other idols. But when it comes to your true God, Yahweh, and the same man that He sent, His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, you don't want to hearken. You don't want to listen. You want to be hard-headed. Shalom to Brother Karatazak. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Brakatah, brother. Verse 4, this is my favorite. Sinful nation. That's how you're supposed to read it. That's how Yahweh feels about the nation of Yasharallah. Sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken Yahweh. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backwards. Always backwards, never forward. That's the nation Yasharallah. But we know this already. It's not something like, it's like, oh, damn, you're not going to get it. If you don't get it, it's okay. We're not out in the highways and hedges for everybody. That's what they think we're out there for. Like, we're out to figure out, okay, can I get this person to come in? Can I get this person to understand what I'm talking about? If you don't understand what we're saying, that's okay, because the Lord rejected y'all. And a lot of people are going to get put to death in these last days. And it's already happening. Yahweh Shai, His presence is being known. His presence is in a high vibration. More than ever before. More than ever. Verse 5. Why should ye be stricken any more? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart faint. The whole heart is faint. Starting with Judah, you so-called African Americans. Let's keep going. From the sole of foot, even unto the head, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and putrefying sores. They have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment. So our people are just a lost cause. It's impossible for our people to get right. And that's why, what is it? It says in the book of Revelations, 1/3 of men are going to get slain. Slain by what? Yahweh Shai Himself. And if it's not by Yahweh Shai, earthquakes, tsunamis, famines. Famine of the word, that's the most harshest one. A famine of the word. To not hear the words of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, because y'all wanted to not listen to the prophets of Yahweh Shai. Y'all wanted to scoff, y'all want to mock. But okay, we want y'all to keep that same energy, because again, like the title says, the day of the Lord is going to be darker than all the blackouts you see, especially in Spain and Portugal. That's nothing. Keep scoffing, because I love when y'all scoff. All y'all scoffers, y'all going to catch the harshest judgment. And if you don't catch the harsh judgment in Jacob's trouble, we're going to hear about it, because it's all spiritual at the end of the day. The water Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, that we understand all these things. And let me get the brother, and I'm going to head out. Jeremiah 6:30. Reprobate silver shall men call them, because the Lord Yahweh hath rejected them. And there's a lot of rejects in Israel. This is like 1 + 1 is 2. It's like, we understand this. So we're not like, oh, damn. Y'all don't want to listen to us? It's all good. The sweat is off us. The blood is off our hands. Ezekiel chapter 2, Ezekiel chapter 3. Isaiah 66:4. I also will choose their delusions and will bring their fears upon them. And the Lord, He knows your fears. He knows my fears. He knows everybody's fears. And will bring your fears upon them, because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear. Yeah, they just want to scoff and act like it's all fun and games. But until when death starts happening, that's when the nation of Israel wants to actually seek after Yahweh. That's when they want to start calling on somebody. But they don't know his name. They want to scoff. They want to mock. They want to act like it's all fun and games when they talk shit about the prophets. Don't worry, you're going to answer for all the wickedness you've done. Especially to the men of the Lord, you're going to have something to pay for. You know what? Let me get this, since I'm talking about it. It's actually one of my favorite scriptures about all you scoffers and you mockers and everybody in between. Sirach 27 and 28. Mockery and reproach are from the proud. So y'all just proud. Proud for no reason at that. Y'all just prideful. Y'all think because y'all got some money, now you got some protection. You got some facility that's somehow going to protect you from all the calamities. No, you're not. You see, you don't understand that the God that we worship, Yahweh, he created you to be programmed a particular way and to think a certain type of thought. Just like me, I've been programmed by the Heavenly Father. You brothers, you few sisters. The wicked have been programmed. The scoffers have been programmed. Y'all all have a price to pay. Y'all all have a specific story to fulfill. And so it's no sweat off of us. We just laugh at y'all. We got to mock y'all. Just like y'all mock us, we're going to mock you. Mockery and reproach are from the proud. But vengeance, and vengeance is mine, saith Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, as a lion shall lie in wait for them. And we all know lions are very well known for being very stealthless. They like to be hidden from their prey. Sometimes they like to mock their prey. They like to play around with them just to see how they can really get a good bite out of them. Well, let me keep going there because there's more meat. But they did evil before mine eyes and chose that in which I delighted not. And they don't delight in the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Yahweh Shai. And therefore, you are perfectly ripe for the wrath of the Lord. Romans 1 and 24. Wherefore God, Yahweh also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. And that's the nation Yasharala. And even all the wicked in this world, just completely reprobate. Just beasts. Complete beasts. This is the people that we see on these streets. How much more are these beasts going to act up when shit hits the fan? When Yahweh Shai finally cracks those clouds with the chariots and thousands upon thousands of chariots. It's going to be pure darkness, and it's going to be no more laughing. It's going to be just pure gas, no brakes at that point. And it's plain to the holy. Khan, bros, Khan. Yup, plain to the holy. But the wicked, they'll never understand. The wicked are going to be wicked, and the righteous are going to remain righteous. And I'm going to close out right there and say, Call Halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. I want to say Shalom.